So biotechnology, how does it help a better world? Clearly, the obvious thought are medicines, right? But there's the technology part and the bio part. And really, I think it's not really the medicines in the classical sense of the last few decades, where maybe cynically we could be say we're using trial and error to find something that's good for us. We're now in the technology era where we can actually get a quicker result. Find drugs using machine learning and try and increase the probability of success. So that's the upside. The downside also, there are a lot of ethics issues as we come up with new technologies like gene editing, as we have potential to help miraculous cures for many people, but also maybe changing the germline, maybe changing humanity.
Right. On my own field, I'm very, very excited about conferring, for example, new traits or understanding traits and be able to recreate them in different organisms, such as recreating cold adaptive traits in an elephant to recreate and revive the woolly mammoth. But I'm also interested very much in how we can use genome editing to alter and make better models for disease. For example, stem cells, you can edit them, build systems out of them, and be able to actually use them for drug screening or maybe potentially for transplantation in the future. So I'm very, very excited about where that is heading, of course. Another thing that I've been also working on and I'm very excited about is better probiotics, right? So we have the ability to edit the genome of microorganisms. We actually can make them inducible. We can make them time controlled. We can make them such that they clear faster if we need to. And so all these things I feel can improve human health in the future.
I love those two perspectives, right? Because we're making robots for the, currently for the GI tract, we're definitely looking a lot and meeting a lot of people who are active, looking at the microbiome, right? And it's very interesting to see the effect that the microbiome health or balances can have on the person themselves, right? All the way up to the cognitive level, apparently. So the question is, how do we get more compounds to play with? And I love what Ranjan spoke to in terms of how we can use technology to discover potent molecules more quickly. We have a friend, Ross Youngs, with Biosortia Microbiomics, which is, they've developed technology to filter millions of liters of ocean water and produce huge volumes of bioactive molecules, many of which are new to science.
Around transformative technology, which is technology in support of health, wellness, performance, longevity, and things of the sort. Everything that's non-invasive, everything you can use at home, right? A personalization, inclusion, making sure that not everybody who can only have access to the latest and greatest can actually get help, right? It's not only the physical, it's the mental, it's the social as well. We want to think of a future where cities work for us, not against us, where we can focus more on the higher levels of Maslow's hierarchy of needs, self-actualization rather than just survival. So all of that is where biotech thrives and is going to help us get there.
So for me, like how it's helping is kind of like implicit. It's what all of us kind of live and breathe. It's like the things it could do are like borderline miraculous, transformative, at least in terms of biological problems and material and energy scarcity, and a ton of other things that are really difficult to deal with. I think no one would say it's crazy on the order of centuries. Like we'll eventually have this beautiful far future that's paradisiacal if we don't destroy ourselves in myriad ways. But for me, the question is how quickly. And even though I care, I definitely am aware of so many ethical concerns and care about them. I still look at all of biotech and I'm like, this should be 10 times bigger, and there should be 10 times as much money and 10 times as many people.
So I think advancements in biotechnology is really great. And being a part of the biomedical industry, I get to work with the biomedical instruments very closely. And given the recent COVID times, we have seen that how the essence of biotechnology in the field of immunology is important, and how we have seen the advancements of creating vaccines has been made much faster than it was there before, and because of which some of us actually can move more freely. Uh, so kudos to you all who are working in the biotech industry, and yeah, it's lovely to see all these advancements actually.